Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling has had the privilege of playing with quarterback royalty in his 6 NFL seasons, and he's not afraid to defend them when presented with the opportunity. The topic of choice this week: headline magnate Aaron Rodgers, Valdes-Scantling's former teammate in Green Bay. The receiver delivered strong words in defense of Rodgers when interviewed Thursday by CBS Sports Radio's Zach Gelb. "Man, he's one of the greatest you'll ever find," Valdes-Scantling said. "He cares more about his teammates than about the game of football. You know, I think that's something that people really don't understand, because people get this perception of him that he's this diva or all about himself. That's the furthest thing from the truth." There's obvious validity in Rodgers' conduct in his first season with the Jets that supports Valdes-Scantling's statement. It didn't take him long to build a strong rapport with the much younger Jets, who clearly took a liking to him well before the start of Rodgers' unfortunately brief 2023 season. According to Valdes-Scantling, it's definitely not for show. Though it clashes with his public persona, Rodgers builds such strong bonds by showing he truly cares about his teammates, the receiver explained. "Aaron has taught me so much on and off the field," Valdes-Scantling said. "He's a big advocate of mental health and how you approach life, not just football. The things that he's gone through over the years, he shares that and kind of just lets you know, like, hey, I'm human too." Just for him to be able to open that up and be a great friend to me, not even just a teammate, I'm forever indebted to him. Valdes-Scantling has plenty of reason to back Rodgers. He racked up 2,153 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns over 4 seasons spent with Rodgers before signing with the Kansas City Chiefs, an opportunity he likely never would have received had he not begun his career with the Packers. Valdes-Scantling did not find the same statistical success in Kansas City and became a target for critics seeking an explanation for why the Chiefs had issues offensively in the last 2 seasons. He didn't help himself by dropping crucial passes in big moments in 2023 either, which might explain why he's still a free agent. However his career plays out from here, though, he'll never forget how Rodgers helped him find his footing and carve out a career in the NFL. Chargers T. Hayden Hurst, Jim Harbaugh-led squad, looking to be tougher, more physical in 2024. Jim Harbaugh's return to the NFL launched an exodus from Ann Arbor, Michigan, with his defensive coordinator heading to Seattle, and a handful of Harbaugh's Wolverines lieutenants following him to Los Angeles. With their move comes an intentional change in culture within the Chargers. It starts with an element they lacked in recent years: toughness. "That's the mantra of this place. We're going to be physical," new tight end Hayden Hurst said via ESPN. "We're going to come at you. When you see us pop up on the schedule, it's going to be a long Sunday." Many of the Sundays the Chargers experienced last season were long for them. Though they owned the league's 18th-ranked offense, Los Angeles spent far too many weekends chasing opposing offenses all over the field, finishing 28th in total defense and 31st in scoring defense. That's where the toughness begins. The Harbaugh-led Chargers are no longer going to accept getting punched in the mouth by opposing offenses. They aim to ensure they'll achieve such a goal by focusing on the simple things, like physical preparation for a grueling season. That's where another Michigan transplant, Executive Director of Player Performance Ben Herbert, comes into play. Consistency, attention to detail, emotional stability, bigger, faster, stronger, and more mobile and flexible. Herbert said of his key points of focus, "That's how you can describe our program." The college speak that carried over from Michigan isn't hard to spot, but for a franchise that lacked general direction and intensity under its previous leadership, it's welcome. And apparently, the message has already been heard. "We want to out-physical teams. We want teams to fear us," Hurst said. "We want teams to end up giving up in the 4th quarter, where we're just hitting our stride. I think that's where you get the most productive football, when you're just out-physicaling people." All of this sounds great, but one of the Chargers' greatest issues has been health. Keenan Allen is gone, but he was far from the only key player affected by injuries in 2023. Herbert aims to change that with his strength training plan, which was proven to be affected by Michigan's avoidance of injury in their national title-winning 2023 season. He's focused on planning, not good fortune. "I'm not really into luck," Herbert said. "I like to control the things that I can control, which is why we emphasize the things that we emphasize in training, because over time, it has proven that our guys, especially the guys that are playing the most football, are available to do that. It all sounds good right now, in April. Time will tell whether it elicits the change the Chargers seek,